Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a video on something you guys ask about, or at least contact our customer service on, and that is, you think you might see a light primer strike, but actually it's kind of indicative of the AR design and the way they use a floating firing pin. So I'm out at the range here today so that I can show you a little bit of a variety of some of the firearms out there, at least in an AR style platform, that you can see this in, and I'm going to show you how this actually looks whenever you actually run across it. So starting off here, I do have a little bit of an assortment of firearms. You can see here I have got a 5.56 Descent, I've got a Mark 47, I've got an old Piston 5.56, I have a Frankenstein 5.56 and a really cheap 5.56, and I have one round of ammunition for each. All right, so what I've got here, as you saw the magazines, you saw the ammo. I've got a second camera set off right over here so that I can actually let you see me loading one individual magazine. Hopefully the editing isn't going to make you think I'm trying to fool you. So we're going to go ahead and start off empty magazine. And as you can see here, we do have a round with no primer strike or no appearance of a light primer strike. We are going to enter that into the magazine. One single round. Let's go ahead and start with this cheapie here. All I'm going to do is insert the magazine. I'm going to rack it. This is now an empty magazine. I am going to take and now that we have the Descent, I look for front side chargers all the time. I have taken that round out and looking at it, and we're going to take it right over here, and you can see what looks like a little bit of a dimple. That's just literally because the firing pin floats in there. So I'm going to set that one. I'm going to take the small camera when I'm not doing it, put it down the corner. You can see that round is sitting there. That is the dimpled one. I'm going to go ahead and show you another one here. No dimple in that one. We are going to insert that into the empty magazine. We're going to take this Frankenstein SBR here. We are going to put it in the chamber. Magazine is now empty. We are then going to eject the round, and voila, there is a small bit of a dimple on that casing. So there's 2 for 2. Now these, like I said, the first one is just a no-name brand. The second one is a Frankenstein SBR with various components in it. Next, we're going to go with the old school Piston CMMG. We're going to see, we have focus on it here for me. No dimple. We're going to take this, put it here into the magazine. We are, ooh, I've got that one lubed up really good. That's buttery smooth. That fed. We are going to take and remove the round. And again, it's probably smaller than the rest, but you can see now, if it focuses for me, come on baby, give me a focus. There we go. A little bit of a dimple there. That's the third round. We have the fourth round here, no dimple. Load it into the magazine, and we are going to take and insert this into the Descent 5.56. So front side charger loaded, magazine's clear. Let's go ahead and empty this bad boy, get this round out, and I dropped it on the ground, dropped the charging handle on my finger, but we're going to go ahead and continue with no cut, and you're going to see again a small little dimple. So that is kind of the nature of the floating firing pin in an AR-15. You're going to see it in 5.56, other calibers on the 5.56 size platform, standard mil-spec stuff. One of the ones I am curious about, because it still does utilize the floating firing pin, is 7.62 by 39. Notoriously, 7.62 by 39 cases and primers are a little harder. So as you can see, I have no primer strike, no light primer, very dirty magazine. There's now just a single round in there. We're going to take my old school Mark 47. We are going to chamber it, magazine out, so it's in the chamber. From here, I'm going to take and, hey, what do you know? Apparently the primers aren't that heavy. So you can see here, a very light dimple in the Mark 47. So whenever you see primers that look like they're struck like that, there's a good chance that it is just indicative of the floating firing pin. I'm gonna go ahead and pull one of these apart real quick here and see how well I can get you guys to hear this, because that's another thing. It's kind of a little nugget or rule or something that I personally use. Whenever you have a floating firing pin, I'm gonna hold it up here to the microphone. You can actually hear it floating around in there. That's perfectly normal. That's actually kind of one of the ways I test to see if my gun needs to be cleaned. You know, for one, I'll push the bolt back, I'll give it a flick. If it doesn't do that, it's probably dirty. Or if you don't hear that, there's probably some gunk in there. It means you need to clean it. So that sound and those little dimples are something that is just a byproduct of the AR-15 design. Whenever you get into our radial delay blowback stuff, there is actually a spring in there that helps reduce that or actually keeps it from happening at all. So you might not see that in all platforms, but most AR-15 platforms and AR-10 platforms, you're gonna see it. So hope that gives you a little bit of information regarding floating firing pins and ARs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and as always, stay safe out there.